been waiting on this one as well, Justin. This is a big deal. All right. So I think I spoke about this previously. I sent a note to Torsten, who, has been in chat sometimes and is just really helpful when we're not really enjoying aspects of, I don't know, mining, salvage, the things that he's worked on, right? So I shot him a message and I was like, hey, you've taken all the information for mining off of the client, which is what people would data mine, and we would get information like the mining sheets from Red Monster and so on, right? A lot of useful websites and stuff for that. And that's gone. They can't do it anymore. So I said, that's fine, okay? But you don't have any way of determining, like, where should we go if we're looking for certain things in the game? And I was just like, we did some of our own searching, and the data that we found was concerning. And I don't know if we're just having an anecdote or whatever. So I just shot him a message and was just like, hey, this kind of sucks. And he was like, do you want a hint? And I was like, why don't you give the hint to the whole community? And that's what this post is, part of it at least. And this is the patch watch for the economy. All right. So this is going to be more than just that. So we'll start out with, as highlighted in patch watch number 1, Star Citizen Alpha 4.0 brings a comprehensive overhaul to the in-game economy. This update enables us to collect valuable gameplay and trading data directly from your Star Citizen play sessions, combined with your provided feedback. This data will drive ongoing adjustments and fine-tuning to ensure balanced and immersive economic experiences in the verse. Our team will also be monitoring closely for any exploits and loopholes that may negatively impact the economy. One recent loophole allowed players to spawn ships in hangars, remove valuable components such as weapons and mining heads. That's where this came from. Okay, I saw this posted, but I never saw this post until this morning. Very sad. And then reclaim the fully equipped ship through insurance. This process generated large amounts of LVUC in a short time, disrupting the game's economy and creating imbalances, which will be crucial for us to avoid. Yet, you just allowed ordinances to come back. Okay. To mitigate this and similar exploits, we're implementing a temporary adjustment. The sale prices of ship weapons will be reduced to significantly less than their purchase cost. This measure serves as an interim solution while we continue to refine the long-term design of our insurance and warranty systems, which will more comprehensively address fraudulent vehicle part duplication. Yeah, the claim system has always been just horrible. So it for that in particular, the claim system has been very convenient for the game being in alpha. So yeah, but they're killing like legitimate gameplay for people, which kind of sucks here. Like I know Core Gameplay. I watch his videos on YouTube. A lot of what he likes to do, go around the game, find ships, player ships, go in them, take out any upgraded components for himself, and sell them, right? He can't do that anymore. Kind of sucks. That was like legitimate salvaging. Who are you? This is not economy. So this is DNA pool. We'll skip this. Marker update. All right, you raised concern about mineable markers, and we're happy to report the issues have been resolved. We're excited to announce the missed prospectors received some much anticipated improvements. Miners can now more easily attach and detach mining sacks, streamlining resource collection and improving the overall mining experience. Not yet, but it will. This is step one of making the experience better, but it's not any step that is significant yet. It might have been significant work behind the scenes. I'm sure it was, but it is just step one. Taking your bags on and off are meaningless if you can't put them on a cargo grid and you can't remove the ore from the bags at a refinery, right? So they have to actually do that next. But huge step in that direction. Now, here's what I'm talking about. Pyro introduces a range of new and exclusive minables for the ship mining profession. offering unique opportunities for prospectors throughout the system. Here's a sneak peek at what you can expect. New base materials. And this is saying defining the rock, which I find really funny because they're going away from this completely. But, okay. Tin, silicon, and ice. These are all really low value stuff, like in the hundreds per SU when you go to sell them. Rare materials are Stileron, which I've never seen, and Rhycite. I think that's how you say it. The rarest material in Pyro, even rarer than Quantanium. I've seen that, and I've never found Quantanium. So, okay. This goes for about 11K per SU, almost RMC levels, which is pretty good. But I don't know what Quantanium goes for. So this is something that is what I'm looking for. I don't know what any of this means. So I got the hint, but I didn't get the actual hint. This was the only thing he said to me. The Pyro system's resource distribution is shaped by its distinct environmental factors. What does that mean? Temperature rings. Pyro is divided into zones based on proximity to its star. Closer to the star, temperatures rise, while the outer regions grow colder. For example, ice is more abundant in the colder outskirts of the system. Density variations. Dense base materials are typically found in warmer regions, whereas lighter, porous materials like ice and silicon are more common in the colder outer zones. Some details have been intentionally left out for you to discover. So prepare your mining ship, venture into Pyro, and uncover its wealth of resources firsthand. Happy prospecting. Yeah, we need this data in the game, though. And I think we will get it eventually whenever they do their mining rework. Whereas, like, certain things will be biome-specific and other things will... Well, yeah, everything will be biome-specific, basically. And then I guess for the... for, like, asteroid belts or something like that, maybe they could do this warm to cold thing. I don't know. More opportunity for mining guide makers? Actually, no. It's quite the opposite. So because you can't check your data off of the real data, it makes it really, really impossible to know if what you're experiencing is an anecdote, right? So right before we started recording this for YouTube, I had watched a video that had just gotten posted last night. This guy was freaking out, man. Oh my God, I did a large panel in Pyro with my Vulture and I got 9 SU. This is so much better than it is in Stanton. That's what he said. And so I was like, huh? I don't believe this. So I immediately recopied my account, new patch, Tuesday, went to Stanton, and guess what? 9 SU for a panel there. So it's all anecdotes when you don't actually have scientific data, and you cannot get the sample size to prove any of your theories correct in this game, right? It'll be really hard to do that. Maybe like myself and Red Monsters orgs can like get together and figure this stuff out. I mean, we did. So it was pretty cool. We scanned well over 100 rocks in a number of different places, and what we found was not good. Actually, what we found meant mining just got like 1,000 times worse. And I didn't see this unique resource distribution at all. So if I go to the outer rings and I find tungsten, now we at least have a little bit of information to go, hey, if I'm in the outer rings and I'm finding tungsten and gold, that's not supposed to happen. Right? Or is it just supposed to happen rarely? I don't have the data, so I don't know. Right? So it makes it really hard to tell if the resource distribution is even working. Right? So if these ideas are even working. So it's because you don't know what their exact intentions are, but at the same time, it is nice and would be nice to just play and experience the game, right? So, yeah, I don't know. But that is the warmer to colder thing is kind of interesting. So it doesn't matter now. I mean, basically what this is telling you is don't mine in the inner rings, only mine in the outer rings because of this, right? The defining the rock aspect is what defines a rock is the base material, not the rare material. So, for example, if let's say let's use tungsten. Tungsten is a base material. And let's say we're going for rhyosite, the rarest material in pyro. I don't know the density of rhyosite, but let's say it's medium density. If my base material is tungsten and the mass of the rock is, let's say 10K, which is kind of on the higher end of what a prospector can break, then the SCU amount that will go into your ship will be significantly less. So there will be less rhyosite because the way the game functions right now is totally counterintuitive to the way things work in real life, right? How is gold, copper, silver, and other things, how are they priced in the real world? They're priced by weight. They're not priced by volume, right? So the way that the Star Citizen universe works is it's priced by volume. So something that is super dense, for whatever reason, will shrink not for whatever reason, it's physics is the reason. Something that's super dense will shrink the number of SCU volume of that actual rock. So a 10,000 mass rock might have 20 SCU total in it if it's made out of tungsten, where it's done by weight. It's like per gram or per whatever weight is used. Like gold is said it's 4,000 per this weight. It's not done by purity or rarity. It's the actual like per what is, it's all done by weight. So for example, but if it had ice in it, which is really light, let's say, and not dense, then there might be like literally, I'm not even kidding, 100 SCU of rhyosite, or 50, let's say. So you get significantly more out of that in volume. So, and volume is king in mining, not weight. When they say worth your weight in gold, yeah, that's not a thing in the Star Citizen universe. They probably need to get there, but that is not a thing, and it doesn't, like, the whole SU value thing makes no sense. So the two systems are contradicting each other. So basically, the reason why you want to know where base materials are is because you want to avoid. It's all about everything in the video game. If you're a min-maxer and you want to actually know this information, it's all about alpha UEC per hour, right? And if you are mining a rock that just has less rhyosite in it, it's going to take the same amount of time to mine that rock if it had ice than it does tungsten for the most part. And yeah, I want to go for the ice and not the tungsten because I want to get more rhyosite, because that's why I'm mining. I'm mining just for money in the game right now. One day, it'll be totally different. You might actually want to get tungsten, but for now, you don't. So that's the Patchwatch economy. That kind of explains why this stuff matters, why you want to know that you might want to go out into the colder area versus into the center area for now. But in the future, you might want to go in and look for tin. You might want to go in and look for other things that are a little bit more dense, right? So that's the Patchwatch. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty exciting. But also pretty sad about this loophole thing is, we need a new insurance system. We have for a long time.